Happy July 4th and happy Canada Day. Yeah, I do remember you guys. This is week 24 and originally I was gonna do another video kind of like my week 97, like the one where I'm just quiet and you guys get to see the whole day. But I was advised by my brother to keep it strictly focused on what we have done. Speaking of which, this is what we have done this week.
Be brave, young cub. Brave, Eduardo.
So yeah, I want to say it's the most beautiful of videos that we have made so far. I have finally found another way to show off the world, even though it's 2D, open world, how to show off the world so it feels, so you know the skill of the general world. But I do have some reasons why we weren't able to finish the game by supposedly today. Maybe actually a progress report would be better. I think the biggest thing is it's an open world, so it will take a long time to finish the world, but we are done with, I would say, more than half of all the world maps that are already in. And now that Dhruv and I have really streamlined how to show how much world maps we have in the world map, we have finished all of Init, which is basically what is in the tutorial, and the Hyatt region was recently finished. Ooh, please don't fall over. And the Hyatt region was finished, I would say, a couple months ago, and now the desert and the plateau has been finished as well. We have the whole cord forest. That's going to be a big thing. It will take a big chunk of the story will take place there as well. So we do have to work on the cord forest, and we have to work on the Border Ashen Mountains, and then leading into the Cowless region, the Cowless Ravines. And after that, we have one more location, which is the Bellum Isles, which is the final island areas. And these are all the maps that we will have in the main game. And if the Kickstarter works out, there's a whole continent, but we're not touching that just yet. Just gonna finish the main game first. Story-wise, we are 3 chapters in, and we are 2 chapters away from the big finale. So technically 3 out of 6. I think is probably a more honest way of saying it. But we haven't really done much to the story, to be honest, ever since preparing for PAX East. And speaking of which, that is why we were unable to finish it, is because of PAX East. So going to PAX East took a lot of preparation, setting up everything, getting more cards ready and all that stuff. But also is after that talking to a bunch of publishers. I do believe we came to a conclusion on who we want to go with. To be very honest with you guys, there were 2 big options. One is they will pay ahead in time, and they're great, you know, that takes a lot of risk off of whatever we're going for. But they don't have as much reach, in my opinion. And the other option was actually someone who has incredible amount of reach throughout the whole world, but they don't pay you upfront. So we thought about it, and we're thinking we came to a conclusion. But yes, I think we will have a publisher this time, which is a big deal. And honestly, that's the biggest thing we can show you guys after 24 weeks of hardcore working. I want to thank everybody who has followed us up to this point. Hope you guys enjoyed it more. Ever since that super depressing week 97 has been on an uptick, I would say. I know there was a pandemic and all that stuff, but went to Taiwan, met a bunch of people, super cool people. I'm going to go back to see them soon. Tons of Drew's friends, tons of new friends that I met in downtown LA, tons of old friends from New York that also came to LA, and we all caught up and all that stuff. I don't want to self-congratulate ourselves by saying we've been having a better life since depression, because we want to finish the game, right? So there's not much to say on that sense. Thank you guys for following us this far. I just want to say that again, and we'll see you guys next week. We don't know what it'll be, but next week there will still be a video. Bye guys.
It's not often that someone comes along who is a true fan and listens to the end. You are both. You shall find us here